Hey everybody, Rebels Cloud9 here. Welcome to part 2 of my P-51 review from Tamiya. This is something I didn't do last time, but I'm going to do it this time. Going to talk more about the inside of the kit, and what you get, and what to expect. Little things to watch out for, what it's like. So, here's the box. The box is actually the biggest out of all of them. It's bigger than the Zero and the Spitfire and the Corsair. Big, beautiful box. The artwork on it is awesome. I love it. Blondie right there. It's got this beautiful red nose, and I think it looks great. But obviously, it wasn't entertaining enough for me. I went and built a Tuskegee P-51 instead. But still, I've seen a lot of modelers building the one straight out of the kit, and I have to say they've done an amazing job out of it, and gives me a second thought about building it again too. So this is option A. You also get two options down here. This is option C. This is an early D variant. Has a different bubble top. It has the fin missing right here. It's got a few other little details on the inside that I can't really show. It's a silver with an olive drab, black and yellow cowling. Looks pretty good. I actually like this one. I've seen a couple people build it, and I think it looks pretty darn cool. The other one here is a blue one. It's typical PD second. You know, we've seen this one a lot. Tamiya has it in 48 scale and 72nd scale. It's definitely a favorite among modelers. It's got that beautiful blue nose there, angled out there. What can I say? I think it's a great one. This is option B. This one does have the slanted tail. It's kind of the later variant of the P-51 towards the ending of World War II. We flip the box around to the top. What I should do is this. Dust it off a bit. Let's move right here. So we do get some photo-etched metal. For those of you who are a little worried about the photo-etched metal, don't be. It's nothing, too fancy. It's nothing complicated, that type of thing. It's pretty simple stuff. You also get some nice window maskings on there. Those are really helpful. They're simple. You just cut them out with your X-Acto knife. Here it shows the Glengarry guy. That was the option C. P-51 there, and they've got it built up. Also shows Blondie, the red one here, and there it is sitting on the display stand. Also shows you the standing pilot figure, as well as the engine, all the engine detail that you get there. This is the basic engine component to the kit, and basic side of the cockpit detail in there. So, like I said, it's a big box. It looks fantastic. There are 3 options for this kit. They've made 3 different versions. The first one is this one. This is the standard P-51. The other one is a silver plated one, so you get this really nice shiny one. I don't recommend that you buy that one unless you are familiar with using bare metal foil, okay? If you are familiar with it, by all means go ahead. It looks great, it looks wonderful. But if you're not familiar with it, you might want to stay away from it because it is a bit more complicated. And then the last one is the last release of the P-51. It is the P-51D and K, which is a more Pacific theater used one. It has rocket launchers and bombs on the sides, and as well a photo reconnaissance one. There's a camera about here. So, moving on, I'm going to put this box down here. This comes inside the kit. This is really cool. This is a folder that you get. It's a storage folder, A4 size is what they say on the box. It's just a nice little tool to have to keep all your photographs here. This is my Decals sheet that I downloaded for my Decals. Here's the colored diagram. You only get a colored one for Blondie, which disappoints me because when I built the Zero, the A6 and 2B, I got a color sheet for everyone and it was double-sided. That was just a little disappointing, but whatever, something to easily get over. Looks great. Looks really nice. You could easily just hang this on your wall as a nice looking poster. Here's a little booklet. This is becoming kind of a normal thing now. Shows you all the history of the P-51 here, the different variants, um, different technical names, things that made it different. Here it shows you all of them there. And the last page here is reference. You have to make sure what you're looking at is the right P-51 though. Like here they have P-51 F6D, which is a photo reconnaissance one. There's actually a picture somewhere on here, right there, of the camera. So just be careful with that. If you're building a World War II one, you might be looking at pictures in here of one that was used in Korea, or isn't quite a P-51 from World War II, because they do have some modern features in some of them, but that's up to you, the builder. This is just the pictures I took or got off the internet of the engine, so I'll be saving that for the Spitfire. And then there is this advertisement here, shows you all the features that I just talked about in the other video. And then on the back here is the pictures of more of their awesome 32nd scale vehicles or aircraft. So I'm just going to tuck all of this back in here, except for that one. Here's the instructions for the kit. The instructions come in this booklet. How many pages is it? Yeah, 35, 36 pages here. It's pretty big, it's pretty extensive. But if you follow each step, at a time and just work through it, you shouldn't have any problems with this at all. It's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. Just read what they say to tell you to do on there, and you should be, just fine with it. What can I say? What else is there to say about it? It's easy Tamiya instructions. The only problem some of you might have is that it is in Tamiya colors, but whatever. You'll figure that out. So one of the things I wanted is I didn't want this one here. I wanted a Tuskegee version, and for this I should tilt the camera down a little more here. So yeah, I didn't want this one, I wanted this nice Tuskegee one. I found this website called Decals, and you can go check their website out at fundecals.com, right there. Great website where they make rather inexpensive, easy decals that you can add onto your kit. And I found these 32nd scale P-51 Tuskegee ones, Captain Roscoe Brown, 332nd Fighter Group, Ramitelli, Italy, 1945. And they give you color chart that you can use on here, decal placement here, a little bit of a history. This is how they shipped the decals to me. This is a CD case. Excellent shipping, by the way. I ordered 2 in case something went wrong, because these decals are so inexpensive. I just thought, well, why not order 2? In case something goes wrong, in case I screw up with something, I'll have a spare set to use. So here they are. They look great. It's just the bare bones. You can order stencils for the rest of the kit if you want to. They do have that option, but these are great. They reacted really well to the solvents that I used. I had absolutely no problems with them whatsoever, and I can't recommend them enough. Fundecals.com. That's FUNDEKALS.com. Check out their stuff. They've got some really cool things on there, and different options and in different scales. I think you'll be very impressed, as much as I was. Last thing to talk about here in this little pile of mine is Scale Aviation Modeler International. It's not really a magazine I buy a lot because the prices are higher here than they would be in the UK because they have to cost for shipping. But inside is a terrific article by Dick Clark, and he built the silver metalized version of the P-51, and he did the same thing that I did. He went and added in the Tuskegee colors from Fun Decals, and it was a great reference to have to see how to paint it up. see kind of what he did and things like that. Highly recommend if you're building a P-51, the silverized edition or the Tuskegee one, that this issue is one that you really should have. It is the Volume 19, Issue 2, so February 2013. So you should still be able to find it around on the internet and stuff like that. Now, the problem with the kit is a lot of people said that they were buying the stencils from Fun Decals, and I ignored that. I thought, well, I don't really need that. You do. You actually kind of do. The decals in here that Tamiya included were very, very poor. They were not good decals. Um, they were very thick, very glossy. They were hard to conform, and I don't know what's going on with that. I had a strong solvent that I was using. I have Tamiya strong solvent that I'm going to try when I do the Spitfire, and hopefully that'll work better. If you can, I would actually invest in decals and all these stencils out of Fun Decals instead of the Tamiya ones. I don't know why they changed their decals. They used to be really good, but for whatever reason they've changed and they're just tougher to use. They're more resilient and thicker. But that being said, I did get them down. I think they look great. I used Tamiya Bright Red out of the spray paint can. I decanted it, and that's where you spray it into a little bottle so you can airbrush with it. Never going to do that again. That was a frightful experience, but I did get it down. I painted the body Tamiya aluminum, and then I highlighted certain panels Tamiya chrome. That way I can get a two different look effect on there, and then I painted Tamiya yellow. Covered it all in future, except for the anti-glare panel, which I left plain, and that was about it. I think that's all I can say about painting it. And then I just used Tamiya colors, because that's what I normally use, so it was a little bit easier for me. But that's about all I have to say about the kit. It was really good. It does have photo-etched metal, but it's not bad, like I said. If you're worried about photo-etched metal, which I know a lot of modelers shy away from, I really don't think you need to worry about it. Check out Fun Decals. I think you'll be very impressed with their line, especially if you're building this one. Um, it is the nicest one that they've built, in my opinion. I haven't built the Spitfire yet. I'm gonna get to that, and I'd like to do the Corsair one day. But as far as I'm concerned, the P-51 here is still top dog. It was really fun to build. It's really enjoyable to show it off to people, and the reaction I get from people all the time when I take it apart and show them all the features that the kit does, they're just in awe that came in a kit. It is a little bit pricey, of course. It's a big kit. It's got a lot of work to it, but search around, hunt around. You can find it. You can find deals on it. You just have to look around a bit for it. So if you're in the mood for this kit, I highly recommend it. I had so much fun building it, and that's about all I can say. You will enjoy it. You will love it just as much as I do. So that's it. That is Tamiya's P-51D. They've done a tremendous job, and I can't wait to see what's going to come next out of the 32nd line. Rumors are a Thunderbolt, because that has the same engine apparently as the Corsair. I didn't know that. I don't know if that's true or not. Thunderbolt would be awesome. Or some kind of German armor would also be, or German aircraft would be awesome as well. But that's about it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. This is Rebels of Cloud 9 signing.